I am Magnus Karlsson, a highly educated civil engineer in Sweden. I am 50-year-old. Sweden has destroyed everything for me. Sweden's Nazism and Satanism. And the Nazism is founded by the social democracy. And the other parties in the parliament in Sweden, they are just Nazis, they too. There are no opposition at all in Sweden. It's a dictatorship. And I have been tortured all my life. So has my previous bloodline, my parents, grandparents. They have been murdered too by the Swedish state due to simple predictions of the future. When you go out in public, in television, and rumor spreading, telling that our people, we are of royal genes and better than other people. We are most certainly of royal genes, but we haven't spread rumors about it. You think that we are becoming sort of a threat to the Nazi social democracy and its allied parties. It can be so. I am the only one left, and I am not afraid. I have self-confidence, and I hate you and all what you stand for. Was it necessary to go out in public with this television info of if we would see a coming new Adolf Hitler in the future? Then you said, then we would kill him, his parents, his grandparents, his children, his friends. That's what you said. I turn to you, Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson in Sweden. Was it necessary? Your party, the moderate, blue-brown party, is of course responsible, just as well as the Nazi social democracy. You are holding your hand, your party leaders, laughing at each other, cracking jokes. You are smiling all the time like a joker, Mr. Kristersson. Is it what you want to be? The joker is a devil figure. And we are all waiting for the return of Antichrist, and so does all the churches. That's what the people want, and Sweden is built up by role play. Everyone do this role play to make this prediction come through. You know that your social democracy friend had pointed out you as a joker. And I know that the joker would face death as a devil in a future World War III, I guess. Are you, as your mentor, Mr. Carl Bildt, are you Putin's enemy, President Vladimir Putin's enemy? Do you want him killed? Do you want his friends killed, his family killed? That's what the coward Volodymyr Zelensky is trying to do. Mr. Putin has survived several attempts to take his life recently. It's obvious. It's due to this sterile war that he do against Russia. No losses for Ukraine, just losses for Russia. And Mr. Putin is a good and serious man, a calm man. I trust in him. So should the world do also. I support the Russian President Vladimir Putin. I give him information too. You have put me on the death list, you and the Nazi social democracy, you and your party. Long time ago, many years ago, due to predictions from the Nazi social democracy and their witches to friends, the witches and witch masters, like Satan Boge in Gothenburg. Is it that necessary to make this false prediction come through power, money and influence? And through role play, like the role play that the murderer and mafia leader, the former Prime Minister of Sweden, Stefan Löfven, was responsible to when he took my mother Siv Karlsson's life after torturing her through the healthcare. Due to predictions from a witch. Was it necessary? Do you want Mr. Putin dead? Just like your messenger of death, Carl Bildt, your mentor. Is it necessary for Sweden, Norway, the Netherlands, the nations of Satan to create World War III? I guess it is to hide your Nazi history. Jens Stoltenberg is a Nazi, and so he is also the superior commander of NATO. Breivik made his day so that he could reach the general secretary post in NATO. You have put me on the death list, as I said, due to this prediction that I should become President Putin's friend, family, agent and spy. The Nazi social democracy and other parties did that. Together did the witches and witch masters, Satanists. They predicted that I would become a new Adolf Hitler too. And then all our lives could be erased. All my family. I am the only one left. And you have done just the same prediction on President Vladimir Putin in Russia. So that it's what shall I say, legal to kill him, his family and all of his friends without any legal rights otherwise. You think you can do that? You are criminals, murderers. I support ex-president Donald Trump, and I am a Republican. I stand for freedom. I hate Nazism, and I hate the slavery that's come from Nazism. I support Russian President Vladimir Putin, and I hate the little coward Volodymyr Zelensky in Ukraine, or Little Russia. Ukraine is a part of Russia and has always been. I am a Russian lover. I love Russian women. And Sweden has seen to that I never can have a family with Russian women or women connected to Russia. You are so afraid of Russian spies. You think that every man from Russia is a Russian agent, an agent for President Putin. And you think in Sweden that all the Russian women are prostitutes and spies for President Putin and Kremlin. I love the Russian women. They are honest, they are loyal, responsible, and not unfaithful, like the Swedish women and men always are. Lying people, rumor spreading, Russian haters. You have isolated me, boycotted me for decades. I am without family and friends and contacts due to your business life, your Swedish state, all of Sweden, due to Russian phobia, due to hate to me and my family's royal genes. You have put me into mental hospitals without reasons, making false diagnoses so that I never should have a family and friends or job. Go to hell, Ulf Kristersson, just as Carl Bildt and Stefan Löfven. You think that you can make Sweden take over NATO's Baltic regions too, and there get a possibility to attack Russia from Estonia, for instance. Think so. Meet death, Ulf Kristersson, in that war that will come.